Hello sports fans, this is Steven Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I bring you a special college football breakdown of LSU taking on TCU. Both these teams come in ranked in the top 25. I know LSU is ranked at number 12 right now, TCU to start the season at number 20. Both these teams have aspirations to play for a BCS title game, even to start the year. LSU is looking at a pretty significant roster. We look at all the changes they've had in the offseason. Having 11 players drafted out of that program is an outstanding job by head coach Les Miles, preparing his guys on offense and defense each week and really getting the best out of those athletes down there in LSU. And on the other side of the ball, Coach Gary Patterson, last couple of years, hasn't really had the calling card defense that he's known for and he's come accustomed to. But in this football game, he is returning 9 starters. So that is going to be a big help to him. He has a lot of things that he does well as a head coach. He calls the excellent plays on defense. So this is going to be a very interesting game. The game is in TCU's backyard in Cowboy Stadium. So you're looking at basically a home game for TCU. They will be in attendance. I know the Horned Frogs down there in Texas are a big thing. So coming into this football game, it's going to be the first big game of the season for both these teams. Les Miles, the Mad Hatter, always has tricks up his sleeve. For LSU, the X factor for this game will be Zach Mettenberger. I know last season to end the year had those 4 games, solid games going into last season to end the year. They want to build off those things coming into this year, so I'm looking for Mettenberger to not only control the offense, but this could mean danger for TCU with those young safeties in the back. I feel like Mettenberger has enough on offense. Also, Jeremy Hill, if you will, the running back for LSU, he is not really, Les Miles is not really commenting if he will play for the whole game or either some game. I know because of that bar fight he had, he is going to miss some time. Plus, also LSU having former Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator Cam Cameron will really be something new for this team. So therefore, they want more balance on offense. They want to run the ball more and pass the ball equally. So I'm looking for this game to come down to 2 things. Can Mettenberger be the X factor that we know him to be, as we saw the last 4 games of the season last year? And plus, he was highly recruited. So LSU has a lot on stake for this young man. Plus, can Jeremy Hill, if he does get to play in this game, can he be an X factor also? Can he run the ball hard and go in between the tackles and do what we've seen him do against so many top SEC teams over the last couple of months, if you will, in college football? I'm picking LSU to win this football game. I know TCU is in their backyard, but LSU, when it comes down to it, I've seen LSU play at this stadium a couple of years ago. I've seen them do a couple of great things with Les Miles as their head coach. When they have Les Miles coming into a big game, I always have to think, will there be trick plays? Will there be a lot of crazy things going on? Because after all, Les Miles is the Mad Hatter. He will have a couple of crazy plays we haven't seen before. And plus, LSU is in the SEC. LSU is motivated because they hear all this talk about Alabama being repeat national championship, and they still have that pain from having lost last season against Alabama. And plus, you also have to think about it. They were picked 3rd to finish behind Texas A&M and Alabama. So it's a little slight at LSU from some of the people that picked this conference that really picked LSU 3rd. So I think LSU will be fired up and they'll really come out and try to prove a point. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Gary Patterson and TCU has a chance to beat LSU in Texas Stadium, or do you feel like LSU is going to be dominant? I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions on this big matchup that we have coming up to start the week in college football on Saturday. Check me out at JustMyPicks.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at JustMyPicksTV. Also, check out my YouTube.com/JustMyPicksTV. Remember to subscribe and share all my videos on your sports channel. God bless.